Day 3. Prison Break. Then they cried out to the Lord in their trouble, and He saved them out of their distress. He brought them out of darkness and the shadow of death, and broke their chains in pieces. Psalm 107, 13 through 14. Who do you think you are? Have you forgotten all the mistakes you've made? Things will never get better. You should just accept your lot. It's not going to work. You are just going to fail again. Nobody loves you. You're all alone. Have you ever been at the receiving end of these words of discouragement, accusation, and dismissal? I've seen these tactics of deception loaded with condemning judgment used too many times by the adversary. I've seen too many people who have tried to move out from under the shadow of their past or break free from their addictions end up succumbing to these lies about themselves, their identity, and their future and their destiny. As a result, they are unable to break free, and day after day, they simply live to perpetuate the pain, fears, and addictions to which they're bound. That's the power of wrong believing. Wrong believing puts people in a prison where its inmates behave as though they are incarcerated in a maximum security penitentiary. They march inexorably to their dank cells of self-doubt and addictions. They allow themselves to be led into dungeons of destructive behaviors. They have convinced themselves never to dream of a better place, believing that they have no choice but to live in despair, frustration, and defeat. If that describes you, it's time for a prison break, my friend. It's time to break free from the crippling grip of all that has held you back. How? Through right believing, the light that illuminates the path of freedom out of this prison. Know and believe that God does not want you to live imprisoned by fears, guilt, and addictions. Open your heart to believe His plan for you is to live with joy overflowing, peace that surpasses understanding, and an unshakable confidence in what He has done for you. Through the cross, Jesus has paid for you to have His abundant life, a life marked by His liberty, His power, and His blessings. It's time to let go of the life of defeat and step into a life of full victory, security, and God's abundant grace. Today's thought: God does not want me to live imprisoned by fears, guilt, and addictions, but with joy, peace, and confidence in what He has done for me. Today's prayer: Father, I thank You that You are breaking the chains of all wrong believing that have kept me bound and freeing me more and more to live an abundant life. I declare that as I learn more of Your grace and good plans for my life, You are transforming me from the inside out. I believe that as You begin to replace my wrong beliefs with right beliefs from Your word, my life cannot but change for the better. Amen.